Tonight, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the Miami Dolphins.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter between the Miami Dolphins and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. It's caught. Beckham. The numbers for Beckham in last week's effort. 6 catches, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence going right back to Beckham here, complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, Charles, look, and this is probably a harbinger of things to come. He's got such trust in his tight end, and they're on back-to-back plays. We're seeing that on display.
And when they have that kind of trust, they're not as worried about what the coverage is because they feel like they know each other so well. They'll make the subtle move downfield, and the ball will end up in the right spot. And by the way, partner, what's harbinger mean? Help me out.
Well, you're the one that taught me that a few years ago, so I'll have to lean on you for that. I'm just hoping it fit into the sentence correctly.
I must have got it from my word of the day calendar on my desk.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Lawrence. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far. Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. So here are the Dolphins now as they'll be backed up to start this first drive. And a peek at a guy with a lot of experience. His 9th year now. And the NFL under center.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A leap, and he's got it. He got it.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Typically with catches like that, we talk about the height of the wide receiver, but he's one of the shorter receivers in the NFL.
And it doesn't seem to matter, does it? Put the tape measure away. How about some of these guys under 6 feet tall? Antonio Brown, T.Y. Hilton, and Super Bowl 53 MVP, Julian Edelman.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Second and 6. That's complete right around the 8.
And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
On first down, Watkins, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10.
And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taken from just outside the 30. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Miami. 55 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than a defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Amos. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Here's Lawrence to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. his second touchdown on the season.
And the Panthers have cut it back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee. And they'll bring the football out to the 25.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well.
Hey, check that.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. A great effort there. 75 yards.
And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Throwing on second down. Lawrence. And that's incomplete.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Miami. 55 yards.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. It's the fullback with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Amos. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I can't help it because I'm just sitting back in admiration right now of what I'm seeing. This is a defense that essentially announces to everyone that they're going to play, you are not running the ball against us. I don't care how you try to go about doing it.
#1 rush defense in the league for a reason, and after that last play, they might want to try to go to the air. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Taken in at the 22. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Miami set to take over. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Dolphins continue to pull away here in this first half. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free.
So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Touchdown, Dolphins! From 19 yards away.
And the Dolphins have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Boy, I mean, at this point, what more do we say here? I got nothing.
And you know, so many people talk all the time about having announcer-less games, and they want that. This could be a candidate for it, because if we stay here and do this, we're going to have a lot to fill in the second half.
There's still another half?
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Throwing on second and long. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Lawrence will throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And so the ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
And CD, that's the second time this half they put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Now Lawrence on first down. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now Lawrence. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And to throw again is Lawrence. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Here we go. Set. 70 Timberwolves.
Hey, here we go. Right there.
Mustang 19. Hey, smash Broncos.
He's coming. We got something.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for Miami, 42 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. On the give, this is their fullback. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Dolphins have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking now.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Check Bobcat, check Bobcat.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing deep for Stewart. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Dolphins extend their lead yet again.
Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Now onto the field. Here come the Panthers.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd down now. Amos, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Dolphins offense returning to the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's taken inside his own 40. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that 1-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing.
And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just 1 shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Carolina getting set to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from...
Oh, that's the third interception for Lawrence. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but well, that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard.
Up the middle they go. It's Watkins, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. It's the fullback on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Dolphins just continue to roll.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Now Lawrence.
And he's going to go down again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains.
18 rattler. Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not?
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there as time expires in the first half.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead on a final play of the half.
And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, we'll head to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. The Browns looking very much like an early Super Bowl favorite as they run their record to 5-1 on the year. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And they were winners in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. The Broncos are able to level their record.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Seven yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Watkins. Room here to run. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now Lawrence.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. They got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Alert! Alert!
Now a handoff up the middle.
Lawton, and he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down,
Weaver. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
it'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club. As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Hey, check that. Check that.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They run the counter. Lawton, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Mike 12. Mike 12. You want this?
A handoff as they run the counter play. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
On 2nd down now. It's Watkins.
And the Dolphins are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called, they are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins are pouring it on.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Panthers about ready to take over. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Flush to his right, and that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A very good return that time, 18 yards.
Miami set to take over. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Up the middle they go. Lawton. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They'll run on first down. It's Weaver, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runner.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Flushed out right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence being chased out left. He's going to find a man here. It's complete. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, Lawrence
Escaping the pressure right. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack.
Lawrence.
And he'll just get rid of it.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And that will be incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. He'll look to set up his blockers. A good return there, 17 yards. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They're not. Cavity line. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. 19. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Brandon, you know, we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff up the middle. Watkins. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 134 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll try and run with their fullback. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
And that's a nice gain by him on 1st down, picking up some key yardage.
They'll try to run this one in, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Point after here coming up. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time a 6-play drive, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Eluding the pressure right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he fields it cleanly. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Let's make these babies cry.
On 1st down, Lawton. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
And take it right on the 30.
13 yards, the tally on the return there.
And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
And now a carry here for their fullback. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
That was a good chunk of yardage picked up there. And big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Up the middle they go.
Weaver on a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Miami, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.